Hey guys, Ballistic here, and today I'm here to show you something that I've been working on for the past couple of months now. It's been taking up quite a bit of my time, so I haven't really been able to upload, but this is a mod for Plants vs. Zombies 2 called Plants vs. Zombies 2 Supernova, and I'm really excited to show you guys some alpha footage of it. Um, like I just said, it's currently in alpha, so I don't have a download link. This is more of a teaser. Once I get the mod into beta, I will be able to share it with you guys. So why don't I just go ahead and click play and get right into it. And the first thing you'll notice is that there is no battles because this mod is entirely a single player mod. That has been the plan from the beginning, and I'm excited to say that for the most part, at least, it's working so far. So right now, there haven't been any changes made to worlds yet, except for endless zones. Endless zones are changed, and some of them aren't really working right now. So I won't really show any of those off. But what I will show off first is the almanac. Uh, Plant leveling has been removed. It's no longer there. Plant leveling is completely removed. So almost all traces of it have been removed. I'm still trying to figure out some things. As you can see here, Peashooter needs to have some leveling with it for necessity, but every other plant has had plant leveling removed. Um, Pretty much all premium plants are gone, and they've been distributed into worlds. So the only premium plants left are Power Lily, Imitator, Gold Bloom, Shrinking Violet, Wintermelon, Cold Snapdragon, Shadow Peashooter, Nut, and Holly Barrier. And even then, these guys are going to be available for gems. So no more money premiums. This is a single player mod, so there's going to be no competitive advantage to anything you see here. Uh, So along with that, the plant order has been changed. So you can see here that this is basically the new type order. Uh, I'm actually tweaking it still. So what you see here is actually not what's going to be in the final game. So just know that there are some things that still need to be tweaked. Um, and as you can also see, plant families have been removed. So this means that the mints don't actually boost plants anymore. So that means since my mod aims to keep every single plant in the game, what I ended up doing was uh, balancing the mints around their effects. So essentially, every mint is now an instant plant. So you can see here, for example, appeasement, and I'm still working on almanac text. Most of it's done, some of it's not. But you can see here for appeasement that it just fires a volley of huge peas that split into smaller peas. Armament launches stunning projectiles at 3 groups of zombies. Punishment. Enforcement was actually renamed to punishment because enforcement doesn't really make sense, in my opinion, now that it's not boosting melee plants. So I named it punishment since it's punishing the zombies. So yeah, punishment. It shrinks all the zombies on the board when planted. Uh, some plants got renamed. Uh, punishment was one of them. Aloe got renamed to Aloe Vera. Reinforcement got renamed to Determined because again, reinforcement doesn't really make any sense when it's not boosting defensive plants. And then Nut also had its capitalization changed because yeah, I don't like Explode O Nut. It just doesn't make sense when you compare it to like Primal Wall-nut, for example. So uh, every plant in this game, or not every plant, but almost every plant in this game has received some kind of balance change. Most of them are buffs. There are a few nerfs, and I will be revealing that in the description. I actually will link to some of these buffs and nerfs. But let's just go to a big wave beach level where I can demonstrate some of my personal favorite changes. And you may have seen them when scrolling by. So I don't actually have a particular level in mind. I think, will 28 get us there? I think 28's a challenge level, actually. I'm pretty sure, like, 22. We'll do 22. Just as a demonstration. Zombies have not been balanced yet. That's actually the very next thing I'm working on. So some of the gameplay you're seeing here may not even be there when the time comes. But you see, like, Gravebuster, for example, restricted. You can't bring in here. Ian Peach, restricted. I also restricted Puffshroom because Puffshroom's got some massive buffs. And of course, I put Mini Peashooter in the game. So I will show Mini Peashooter off a little bit. I'm going to start with Twin Sunflower because I did do some awesome tweaks to Twin Sunflower. We'll bring in Lily Pad. I think Enlightenment is another one that I want to bring in, just because Enlightenment is fairly unique. Let's see, what else should I show off here? I'm thinking I want to show off one of the mints. Filament has been one of my favorite offensive mints to use, so I can't wait to show that one off. We'll do... we need something for those octos, so I think Fat Beat's just a good one. I think Homing Thistle is a solid offensive plant, and then we'll just go with 2 instants. And I'm thinking, why not Determent and Appeasement? So I have 4 mints here, but we'll see how this goes. So yeah, Twin Sunflower is now available at the start of the level and costs slightly more stun to compensate, which is really nice. I'm actually going to dig these up for security. It still has that same recharge that it's always had, the 10-second recharge, but it is now available right from the beginning, meaning it's a lot easier to actually get Twin Sunflowers going. Once the zombies get a little bit closer, I'll show off Appeasement, because Appeasement is a fantastic instant use plant for dealing with early game zombies. You just plant the Appeasement, and just like that, it deals with those zombies very easily. Homing Thistle has a faster attack speed, and it does less damage, but it still has a much faster attack speed, making it a monster in numbers. Once again, we can use another Appeasement here to help assassinate these guys. I didn't actually notice the Fisherman zombie there, so those Twin Sunflowers are going into the Aether, unfortunately. So Enlightenment's pretty cool. It costs 250 sun, but gives 200, but it actually gives 500. So it's similar to Gold Bloom in that sense. Filament is a low damage instant, but it hits every single zombie on the lawn. So Appeasement is there if you want higher damage, while also nice, look at that, just dealing with the Fisherman. It's a good emergency instant. While Filament actually does good damage, especially with its zaps to every zombie. So you've got trade-offs between these mints. They were all balanced around each other, which I think is really cool. Unfortunately, that Surfer is going to ruin my plans. Ooh, that's unfortunate. So let's go ahead and show off the Determent. Zombies encroaching, Determent knocks him back. It doesn't knock him back very far, but it does knock back every single zombie on the screen. I may play around with the Determent knockback because it does seem kind of low. But at least I'd rather have something be intentionally underpowered and then buff it back up than something be intentionally overpowered and then having to nerf it. So yeah. These fishermen are being rather annoying, so we can just go ahead and use appeasement. Fat Beat, by the way, the only change to Fat Beat is that Fat Beat is no longer nerfed. So it's much better to use. And you can really start to see Homing Thistle's amazing DPS. And yeah, Appeasement also does pretty well against decent groups of zombies. I think Appeasement is probably one of my favorite instant plants to use here. So yeah, again, we can really start to shred these guys. And yeah, just look at the destruction going on here with the Homing Thistles and the Fat Beats. But I think the instant of Appeasement really actually carried me this level. Um, it's it's just a really solid early game instant. So and of course Enlightenment's just gonna chill. Um, I guess the last thing that I'll leave you with uh, is I'll show off some of the, or I'll just show the other mint balance changes that I've put. So Winter Mint, it is a chilling plant. It chills all zombies on the board. Uh, it's got a fairly long recharge to compensate, but its chill duration is pretty good too. Peppermint, Peppermint sets off lane-wide bursts of flame in all lanes when planted, noticeably weakening zombies. It actually does one-shot conehead zombies, but to compensate, it's got a really long recharge. I know it says it does 200 damage, but it's 200 damage 3 times, so it's 600 damage. Ailment is the strongest mint, aside from maybe Spearmint, and Ailment just poisons all zombies on the board. Really strong. Enchantment will randomly hypnotize some zombies on the board, just a few. It's a good emergency instant. Bombardment sets off 3 explosions just to weaken zombies or really thin out hordes. Deterrent will knock all zombies back. Enlightenment gives a burst of sun. Containment will stun all zombies on the board. And Spearmint creates a number of spike rocks, so you'll have an instant defense. And then you have Concealment, which is like Enchantment, but it drags zombies down, and it also powers up Shadow Plants. So while Enchantment does have more than double the cooldown of Concealment, at the same time, Enchantment can target zombies that Concealment can't, and Hypnotization is better than Death. That's why Call of Power is better than Electric Blueberry, for example. So yeah, I just wanted to show you some early parts of my mod. Then I'm still tweaking some things, and some plant balance changes are inevitable. For example, Gold Bloom right here, it says it provides a one-time burst of sun, but I'm actually going to rework that. And of course, when both Gold Bloom and Enlightenment are in the game, it's kind of hard to balance them around each other. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know, if you would like to join my Discord, where you can get updates on my development progress, as well as chat with other players about the mod, and even talk to me directly and give me feedback, the link to it is in the description. So thank you guys so much for checking this out. I will report back to you guys a little bit later once this is in beta with download link, as well as very detailed installation instructions in video form, so that you'll have no problems. Um, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys when the mod is released, probably, which should be not super soon, because there's still a decent amount to work on, but I would expect sometime probably towards the middle or end of July is what I'm thinking, if not earlier. Uh, where I can get like a beta out, and the beta is not going to have all of the features, obviously. But anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.